Authorities tell me a woman was driving her car down Adams Street right behind me. Now, it's empty now, but we're expecting that it is going to be packed, cheering for the Mastodons, the Hoosiers, and in some cases, both. Other people are really starting to pack in here. I'm going to step out of the way so that you can take a look. A lot of excitement here at the GOP watch party. For the first time in over a decade, the prosecutor's office is seeking the death penalty. Many faculty and students that I talk with today say they left feeling more confused because they're trying to battle the extreme heat and the extreme cold. Police still haven't arrested anyone, but his mother says they do have a copy of this video. It's a grainy glimpse, surveillance video capturing the last minutes of the life of 14-year-old Nick Scroggins. A male walks to the front door. The two walk down the street, Scroggins wearing white. They round the corner and moments later, lights and sirens.
He was at home. Someone called his phone, lured him outside. He walked around a corner and he was murdered.
Scroggins was shot in the 5200 block of Lily Street in June, just around the corner from his home. His death marks the 15th homicide in the county this year.
My son did not deserve this. 27 times he was shot, is what I was told. 27.
27 times he was shot. More than a month later, still no arrests have been made.
It consumes me to know that the people who murdered my son are out there walking around.
His mother, Tennille Bright, believes the video alone is enough evidence to bring someone in for questioning and even file charges. But police say it's not enough. They need witnesses.
And I believe in God. And I know you only get one time to try somebody with murder. So I want this one time to be the last time.
Memories captured in jerseys, shoes, and footballs of a young boy with dreams unfulfilled. But his mother hopes the images captured in a grainy video will someday bring his killer to justice. We have reached out to the Fort Wayne Police Department several times over the last few days for comment, but we have not heard back. If you have any information regarding Nick's death, please contact the police. Angelica Robinson, News Channel 15. An overall feeling of abandonment and betrayal.
I cry a lot. It just seems like we're the kids and there's a divorce going on.
Arthur Friedel began his teaching career at IPFW almost 50 years ago, not long after IU and Purdue became one.
IPFW was a vision that we held and struggled with and thought we had them combined.
That could soon change under the realignment plan. It would create two separate universities with Purdue controlling the bulk of the campus.
There's been a lot of conflicting information. It's just been a really terrifying time for students as we're given mixed messages.
So today, Ann Brake and so many others attended the meeting, hoping for answers. What she got was disappointment.
Their overall feeling is one of betrayal. We put our faith and our trust and our investments into this university.
The exchanges got heated at times as protesters demanded answers to questions that the panel couldn't provide.
They were very dismissive of students' concerns about not only our futures, but the futures of our siblings, our friends.
Student body president Andrew Kreger says he understands that change is necessary, but hopes the board would be more forthcoming about what's next.
Right now it's all kind of up in the air what exactly is going to happen, but I think once some concrete ideas start coming out and some things start getting implemented, it'll be an easier transition.
With still so many questions unanswered, the future of the university remains uncertain.
It's hard to tell what the future is. They keep looking at it in a very positive way because
the IU Board of Trustees voted to move forward with the plan, and Purdue is expected to do the same. Reporting live at IPFW, Angelica Robinson, News Channel 15. It's no easy task, but Hannah Gee says she's determined to do what she loves, and with the support of her band family, she's making it happen.
Music is just my thing. I love making music. I love playing music.
Senior Hannah Geese is a dedicated member of the Carroll High School Marching Band. She's been in band since her sophomore year, But her love for music goes back to elementary school. But earlier this summer, she received some news that could stand between her and her greatest passion.
It told me I would most likely not be able to do marching band, and that tore me apart.
They are the doctors at Riley Hospital in Indianapolis. Days after school let out for the summer, she learned she had leukemia.
I have no idea. I was too emotional over it. I was like, this can't be true. It's all a dream. Not right.
But music has been her motivation. This summer, she spent her mornings doing chemotherapy and her nights at band camp, 7 hours a day, 5 days a week, even participating in the extreme heat. She refused to miss a day.
She was given some news that would shake a lot of people up to the core, and she's grasping everything and holding on to it as well as she can and doing a great job.
Even her mother is amazed at her strength and perseverance.
I can't believe how strong she is to be able to fight this and go to school and to keep up with everything.
Hannah says she's done everything she can to remain a part of the band and hopes her story can be a lesson to others.
Keep fighting. I mean, there's good and bad days, but the good days are always awesome.
The Carroll High School Band will have their first performance of the year at a home football game next Friday. Angelica Robinson, News Channel 15. Just 2 months ago, 14-year-old Trinity Hairston was bedridden, unconscious and on life support after being shot in the head and stabbed. But now,
I'm feeling good.
Feeling good, she says, because she's feeling like her old self again.
Trying to walk again, it was a little rough, but I got there.
No longer tethered to the hospital bed in tubes.
One time they had to put some tubes down my nose, through my throat. And as soon as the nurses left the room, I took it right back out.
With her uncle Damian Arrington by her side,
my uncle is my hero.
Trinity made a miraculous recovery.
Every time I would go to sleep in that hospital bed and then wake up, I look up and there would be my uncle smiling. And I smile back.
But it wasn't always easy.
Long nights, no sleep, a lot of praying.
Arrington was there when it all happened. He came up from the basement after hearing gunshots. That's when he found his sister, nieces, and nephew all shot. Trinity was the only survivor, and he says some even doubted she would make it.
I said, no, she's going to walk out of here, and she's going to walk out of here with me.
Trinity and her uncle say it was by the grace of God their prayers and the community's prayers were answered.
Some people, sit on their prayers that I never thought would have, but they did, and I appreciate it a lot.
20-year-old Marcus Dansby was charged with the killings. He's due in court in February. In the meantime, the community has continued to help Trinity's family. It was a Friday morning wake-up call that no one in this quiet neighborhood ever expected.
Something was wrong because it wasn't an ordinary scream.
It was coming from Joseph Fairchild's neighbor's house, his 88-year-old neighbor.
I might have jumped over that because I came running in a hurry.
It was all a blur, but what he saw next was 20/20. He saw his neighbor on the ground and a man standing over her, naked.
Yeah, butt naked. Not a stitch of clothing on.
Police say that naked man was 18-year-old Riley Heilman.
I heard him tell her that he was going to kill her and kill her dog.
Authorities say Heilman hit the woman several times in the head and dragged her around by her hair.
And she looked at me and she goes, "Help me, Joe, help me."
That's when Fairchild jumped in.
We pretty much all over, wrestled, fought all over the patio. I ended up taking him down over here and just kept hollering for somebody to call 911.
Authorities arrived and took Heilman into custody, and Fairchild says they praised him for his heroic efforts.
Between the police officers, the EMTs, and her herself, they all said if I wouldn't have got there when I did, that she would have been dead.
You're probably wondering why the man was naked. We don't know. Police have not said. Heilman is facing several charges, including burglary and battery. Angelica Robinson, News Channel 15. People all over Northeast Indiana lined up to say goodbye to an icon. Bob Chase sat center ice at the Coliseum, a place he called home for 63 hockey seasons.
I was in the 6th grade and listened to Bob Chase. That was what I did at night after I did my studies for school.
Gary Chun first heard him on the radio in 1960.
I could see the game. Through my ears, I could see the game.
He was hooked. on Comets hockey and Bob Chase.
You could just about tell when a goal was going to be scored by the way he was presenting it. Now, he got surprised sometimes, but not much.
Chun's story echoed so many fans who came to say their goodbyes.
I've been listening to your dad for 50 years. I'm going, I understand.
Fans knew him as Bob Chase, but Kurt Wallenstein knew him as Dad.
The thing I want people to remember most about my father is his love of his family. That was the most important thing to him.
Even in his final moments, Thanksgiving Day, he was surrounded by family.
Everybody came together to say our last with him, and then he passed.
For more than 60 years, the Wallenstein family has shared Bob Chase with the Comets, the fans, and the community. And for that, Gary Chun and so many others are thankful.
We lost somebody special.
There'll never be another one like him.
It's really great because you can see he was a great man.
A private funeral service will be held. Reporting live at the Coliseum, Angelica Robinson, News Channel 15.